Did I get everything working? That is the question. We're about to find out. Hey, I think we did! I can hear everything, and I can see everything, and this is, unfortunately, run 7. Run 7, man. Alright. You know what? I have been taking the fun out of, I think, the suspense of knowing what our next thing is going to be. Oh no. Alright, let's mash A again. There's no way in the settings. Like, there's no settings before we start the game, right? I don't think so. I've never seen any. I gotta remember to turn off cutscenes again. Yeah, I was gonna go on this speech about how I don't want to take away the suspense. You know, the suspense. 1 second. The suspense of me generating the encounters too soon, but then I remembered why I was doing it. Which is, these cutscenes are so boring, I have to have something to fill the time. Excuse me, little hiccup there. So you know what, while we're waiting, Violet, I've got it on the other screen over here. Alright, so our starter is Sprigatito. Absolutely freaking useless. What is our naming gag for this run? Okay, I say absolutely useless, but Sprigatito does mean we don't need a Diglett encounter for the first Nemona fight. Because Sprigatito will resist the electric pretty well. Or at least should, theoretically. But that means we still need something good for the bug gym. Because Sprigatito's actually weak to bug. Like, there's 0% chance it will be helpful there. It can be helpful against Cloth. Cloth is weak to grass. So it's not all bad. And Sprigatito will resist everything at the grass gym. So it can be a good brick wall, at least. So maybe Sprigatito's not that bad. Maybe we can make the cat work. It's a possibility. It's a distinct possibility. We'll have to see. Options. Text is fast. Skipping cutscenes is on. Is there anything else in here that can make this any faster? I don't think so. And that'll save us about 5 minutes over the next 2 hours. I'm habitually spamming A. That's why I talked to him twice. Not because I like the squirrel. Squirrel's okay, but I don't like him, you know? A lot of exposed wood in this house. If there was a termite Pokemon, I would be slightly concerned. Is there a termite Pokemon? We have Durant, but that's an ant Pokemon. And it's got its counterpart, which is an ant eater. But I don't know of any termite mons. There's a lot of spiders, a lot of different spiders. Pokemon, you need to jump on that. Get me a termite. Nice termite mon. That'll be nice. Or the ability to run could be excellent. I've been meaning to look into it, but how do speedrunners deal with this opening? Because we figured out the other day that the old Area 4 skip is worthless because, oh, there's a little substitute doll up here. Love that, actually. That's very cute. But the Area 4 skip is worthless because it doesn't flag any of the gyms to open. You could still theoretically do the Titans, perhaps. But without Nimona there, the gyms don't flag. We should have checked the Titans while we were out goofing off. If Sprigatito... I'm trying to think for late phase game. I know that's really dangerous and hard to do, but I'm trying to. Sprigatito is actually one of the worst mons you can get as a starter, because the gyms are bug, grass, electric, and then it's dark and fire for the team star. Rock is the only Titan early on that's it's helpful for. And then there's the flying Dark Titan, which Sprigatito will be absolutely worthless against. Like, Sprigatito is a whole nerf and a half. This is gonna end in run 8, isn't it? No, we'll do the Sprigatito run. We'll do it. Maybe we'll get lucky and see Electric Oricorio again. Oh, I didn't even realize that cutscene skipped. I mean, I kind of knew it, I guess, but I didn't recognize it. That was smooth. That was seamless. I love it. Kitty. I have to figure out what to name you now. What do I name you? What is our naming gag for this run? Last run was naming them after real-life counterparts. Run 5 was putting Cinco on the start of everything, like a Pokemon Stadium trainer. We could do a Pokemon Stadium gag again. But with what? For no particular reason, we will... This is so dumb. This is so dumb. But this feels like a throwaway run, so we'll do a throwaway gag. Rice-a-tito. Because it kind of reminds me of Rice-a-roo. Oh. I'll fix the name here in a moment. Is this another cutscene that's getting skipped? I don't know. Rice-a-tito. Because it's grass. Why is there no music here? Did the music glitch out? I feel like there's supposed to be music here. Where is all of the music? I didn't turn it off. All right. Less defense, more special defense. Not actually loving that. He is gentle. I mean, the trade-offs in defense are kind of negligible. Maybe, hopefully. I don't know. I'm not sure. Seriously, where's the music, game? Did the music give up? I guess it must have. Alright, let's go beat up Nimona real quick. Like, this fight is almost hard-coded to be a win. I don't know that I could lose it if I tried. Well, the music came back at least. Do I even have a grass move this early on? Oh, leafage. Okay. They must have invented one. Probably a couple gens back. Violet was my return to the series, so I probably just missed out on leafage getting introduced. Behold, dry fall leaves! How did she do that? She said I needed an app, and she lightly tapped the back of my phone, and it got an app. How does that work? Alright, Lechonk is a hard encounter in the tutorial, so we will just put him up there. And he'll be Rice Chonk. I already love this gag. This gag is amazing. Rice Chonk. There we go. I feel like I'm getting slightly more efficient at the opening. Just slightly, though. Alright, while we're running up there, I will generate the Pocopath encounter. And it is Hoppip. Hoppip we have tried in the past, and Hoppip in the past has almost been extremely good. Just almost, though. It's weighed down by terrible stats. If it survives long enough to get into its second form, it's not half bad. And the grass flying combo makes it pretty darn helpful at the bug gym. So Hoppip is going to probably be our main for training. It does mean we have a double grass on the team, but, you know, we get to it when we get to it. Now we hop forward. There we go. That's the one thing in the opening of the game where I'm like, come on, man. You guys didn't think to polish that a little bit? Just make Lechonk appear a little bit closer to you. Just so you don't have that very obvious jump forward. It's so silly. Of course I want to give him a nickname. I want to give him the best nickname that's ever been nicknamed. Rice Chonk. All right, and the Lechonk nature is neutral, gluttony ability, so he is bashful by nature. All right. We also learned last time that Lechonk can become quite powerful at the grass gym by using his voice over and over. Just pick a random Hoppip, I guess. However, I like that Lechonk strat a lot more against the grass gym now that I've had some time to think about it because of Pseudo-Rudo's very low special defense. I think Lechonk could actually be a powerhouse at the grass gym. He's going to be Rice Pip. What a great gag. I'm so glad I thought of this. It's the best gag I've ever gagged. All right, and then we've got Poco Path coming, or the Inlet Grotto, I should say. The Inlet Grotto encounter, and then we're almost home free. We just have a bunch of cutscenes to get through. Not too slow today, not too slow at all. Chesto Berry. Not helpful yet. Now, this thing that should absolutely be a cutscene is not a cutscene, and that's despicable to me. Like, it's literally just you moving and looking at stuff, and it's only not considered a cutscene, as far as I can tell, because the Houndour get text box. Because we have to click through that, it is too interactive to be skipped, apparently. Even though everything that's happening here, like, it's so cutscene coded. So then we gotta still run up. We gotta give him the sandwich. And then we get to skip the transformation cutscene. Out of all the things we get to skip, that's what we get to skip. All right, since we are about to enter the Inlet Grotto, give me one moment and I will generate that. It is Young Goose today. No Diglett pickup. We are getting a Young Goose, which of course will be Rice Goose. We also don't get to skip this cutscene, which is definitely a cutscene. Again, text boxes. We're looking at the cave. He walks off. You'll see it when it happens. And he transforms. And that gets skipped, and his model just gets replaced and scooted forward a little bit. It's so funny. Like, why did we have to watch him walk up at all if that was going to be the final result? Did they test this setting at all? Did they test this feature? I'm honestly curious. I don't think they did. Oh, did I get the Hoppip nature? I forgot to get Hoppip's nature. But I can't open my menu until we're out of here. I don't think. Yeah, I cannot open the menu at all in here. Which is something I've never noticed before. Very low level young goose, but it should be fine. Rice goose. I don't think that young goose is very helpful to us at all, except just as a die Pokemon. A Pokemon you send out because you know it will have to die. But man, I wish that was not the case. I don't think its evolved form is any better. This is not a cutscene. No text box. Not a cutscene. You know, it would be really funny if when we got to use him at the end of the game, he knew Rock Smash. That would be an interesting little bit of continuity, right? Observe, we are about to hit something else that is not a cutscene. Despite the fact that it is specially animated, it has that one Nemona text box and this fight with Houndoom, and that makes it not skippable. By the way, that whole sequence is just not good. Because as a player, I'm confused about what just happened. Did it use Crunch and Fate my Mon? Or did it howl and send it back into its Pokeball because it was scared? It is infinitely unclear what just happened. Just poorly scripted. Those Houndour, not even phased. Big guy jumped in the middle of him. He's not even phased. And now she gives us Swift for no reason. Like, I wonder if they wanted her to give you all of this stuff at once, at one point, and it was just an exposition dump. And then they were like, well, we need to cut this up. And they were just like, before the Arven fight, I guess. Okay, natures. I need some natures. Rice Pip has less special attack and more special defense. That's not great. We call it careful. All right. And Young Goose is timid by nature. Which means more speed, less attack. Stakeout. Doubles the damage dealt to a target that has just switched into battle. Okay. Young Goose especially feels like he's going to be useless. Also, the writing of Arven here feels so weird because it's not conducive to how his character is for the rest of the game. I mean, he's mad at his dad, and that is in the rest of the game too. But right here, he's just so upset for basically no reason. He's just so mad about nothing. And he's just being an angsty boy. It feels like a completely different writer for him. I mean, what is he about to say? He wants a bad taste out of his mouth? These memories are leaving a bad taste in my mouth, and I want it gone! Like, it's just... It's writing designed to make you be like, oh, who's this guy? And it doesn't help you with the rest of his character at all, because every moment after this, he is the nicest guy to us. We're his little buddy. Because Sprigatito, you're not this weak, are you? You're not so weak that you lose to Squovit, are you? That should not have been that close. That was far too close. That was a tiny bit scary for no reason. All right. So we have South Province, Area 1 coming up for our next encounter. It is not our last chance to get something good before the Bug Gym, but it is a very important opportunity. Area 1 has some really good stuff in it, and Area 1 has some really bad stuff in it. Like we learned last week, apparently the best pickup we can have in Area 1 is a Scatterbug or a Spoopa, because either one of those will evolve into Vivillon before the Bug Gym, and Vivillon is actually amazing. So that's our hope. We'll generate it after we get through the speech at the top of the lighthouse. There's also some other good stuff in there. Oricorio Electric type is in Area 1. And that's a huge pickup as well. And then there's some things that would be helpful in the long run, but in the short run could kill the run. Stuff like Ralts, Azuril, Happiny, Bonsly, a lot of baby Pokemon that will be absolutely useless until they're evolved. And those evolutions are friendship-based and take forever. So Area 1 is a big make or break for us, especially since we're carrying Sprigatito. Hoppip can do a lot at the Bug Gym, but Hoppip won't completely save us. It does not evolve, if I remember correctly, before the Bug Gym. Bug Gym level cap is 15, so it'll be tricky. Ironically, the best thing for the Bug Gym is a bug. He's level 4. We can't let Hoppip fight just yet. We'll get him a level or two. And while we're doing that, I'm gonna have to check after the battle if I can actually get the Mon I randomized for at this stage. Because the Area 1 drop was Wiglet. Which is gonna be very interesting. Wiglet. Man. I think the only beach in technically Area 1 is Nemona's beach, which means we have to backtrack. Let's take a look-see. That's not considered Area 1, I hope. Okay, there is a very small island. If I go to the right before the bridge here, come all the way around. That's probably where I will find Wiglet. All right. I'm not sure how I feel about Wiglet, seeing as how I didn't know he could technically spawn in this route. Wiglet, okay. Well, there they are. They're the Wiglet. We just have to throw the ball. Oh, do I have to crouch? No, how do I crouch again? No, really, game, how do I crouch? Not the camera, please. I'd like to crouch. Okay, there we go. That's fine anyway. Wiglet! The water Diglett. This is such a weird pickup. I don't know if this will be helpful at all. Well, Ricelet, welcome to the team. Wiglet. This is either going to be the best run we've ever had, or it's going to be the shortest, possibly. He kind of looks like Rice, too, which makes it better. He's Pokemon number 288. What else is over here? Just for my... Is that... Oh, those are Wingull. Wingull would have been so good. Just offshore there, what do we have? Are those Magikarp? I don't think I could even trigger the battle with them. Alright, Wiglet, what is your nature? And what moves do you have? Just tell me anything about yourself. Okay. Lot to work with here already. Sand attack and water gun. More attack, less special defense. High speed. I hope that means it works like Diglett for speed. Rattled. The Pokemon gets scared when hit by a dark ghost or bug type attack, or if intimidated, which boosts the speed stat. That could make Ricelet a dark horse for the bug gym if he gets good enough moves. And he is naughty. We have a naughty worm, everybody. Not even sure what to do with this information. So right now, what we have to do is get out of this godforsaken route. I say that like it's a problem. It's not really. Let's open up the Messagoza fight here so you can see what our problem is. It is this level 9 Pawmi. I don't observe a level cap for this particular battle. But that Pawmi has killed a lot of guys. It is the terastallized electric typing when we can't terastallize back and all of our mons are relatively weak. That is the issue at hand. So he can really mess us up. The solution is either to sacrifice a mon to the Pawmi or use Hoppip. But Hoppip is weak. Hoppip is definitely weak. Wiglet is weak. Sprigatito can resist electric. So it might just be a Sprigatito battle. Alright, let's go learn about Pokemon Centers. Actually, can I skip this dialogue? She won't give me the... No, I can't. It's triggered. Okay. I've never even tried to skip the dialogue, so I wasn't sure. Alright, let me think. We need Rice Boy at the front. We need to get him... Well, they're all Rice Boy. The Hoppip, specifically, at the front. We need to get him up to speed before the Bug Gym as fast as possible, because he is going to be our best hope. Now, I know every trainer on this route pretty damn well by now, so I know all this Bounce Suite does is Splash. which is why I'm okay with this fight. This might take me a while, folks, but don't worry. It's gonna happen. I don't think this Bounce Suite has an attacking move. It's the funniest part about this route. I think all it can do is play nice. Thank you. Splashing is optimal here. Splashing is optimal. Oh man, this route is so weird. I know it's lowered my attack a bunch, but I honestly don't think I can do less damage to it. Absorb, always great. Mud Slap, interesting. Good crit. Makes this route pretty fast. Now this guy's got a bird. So Hoppip is the worst thing to go up against Burb. Let's give... Who do we want to give the level to? We'll give it to Race Goose. Oh good, you're not doing anything. My tackle is stronger than whatever you just tried. There we go, now you're using moves. Good crit, you love to see it. And that is good enough. Sometimes I'll go down the other route to hit that other trainer. This time I'm not feeling it. I think I hit all the trainers I need to get this Thundershock. Yep. So yeah, Hoppip can take down Quaxley just fine. And then I guess Sprigatito has to take down Palmy. Honestly, Sprigatito is going to be so useless in the early game. I am okay if we have to sacrifice it here against Palmy. I'm okay with that. Two Pokemon. She really is just bad at catching stuff. Like, that's her excuse, right? You're getting better, so I'll come at you with 2. No, it's because she can't catch shit. It's because all she could catch was the Palmy, and she probably only caught the Palmy because she was crying in the middle of the field, and the Palmy was like, please don't cry, I'll get in the ball. I'm rethinking sending out Sprigatito because we do have Absorb. And we're grass flying, so it should be neutral damage, but also Hoppip is really weak. Fairy Wind, sure, yeah. We'll see how much one Thunder Shock does, and then we'll switch out for Sprigatito. I know this is semi-risky, but we gotta try. Alright. Don't hit too hard, please. That was... that hit harder than I wanted it to. Oh, especially if Absorb's gonna do that little damage. Yeah, we cannot lose Hoppip here. No, we can't send Ricelet out. He will get one shot, but I'm half tempted because he's got Mud Slap, and it's super effective. So my brain was like, oh, we got something that's super effective. Alright, Ricetito it is. Oh man, this is not gonna be fun. He's gonna get paralyzed off the first round. But at least it's full. Yeah. Ah, yeah, there's the paralyze. So we're never going to be faster. I did not mean to just scratch. This Palmy's a freaking train, man. Yeah, Bite's my best move. Even if we can't flinch, Bite's the best move. Man. And the Paralyze comes in. We're gonna end up losing 2 Mons here. Okay. There's no point in leaving Ricetito out. No need to sacrifice him. We'll send out Rice Goose, get a couple tackles in. We should get out with everyone alive. What? I'm sorry, what? Oh, God. Ah! I was right. We're gonna lose 2 Mons. Probably more. We don't have anyone to outspeed him now. Let's do a quick comparison. Wiglet has a very high speed. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can get him off. We can't. No, we're losing to Demona. If we lose to Demona, I rage quit. That's the rule. We cannot lose at the Mesagoza fight. We cannot. If we lose at the Mesagoza fight, you rage quit. Your luck is gone for the night. Rice Pip's the only one who could possibly survive another Thundershock. And it won't matter if we get paralyzed. Or if we get crit. No! This is so mean. This is so mean. Making us go up against a Terrastal when we can't Terrastal. Just expecting us to be able to deal with it, bro. Why does this specific Palmy hit like a freight train? That does kill the run. Even if Nemona's being all nice about it, that does kill the run. And that's a whole hour of setup that I don't want to do again tonight. It's a whole hour of setup I do not want to do again. Man. That was... It's happened before, right? But it hurt. It hurt. More than you would expect it to. Like if Wiglet had somehow been fast enough to save that battle, I would have, I would have run this probably an extra hour, because that would have been insane. But he didn't. Even though he's got 95 BST on speed compared to 60, he just didn't have the levels, the 3 levels he would have needed, I guess, to be faster. But even at this point, I'm starting to think that that particular Palmy is hard-coded to just be really fast with a really high special attack. That's my feeling, right? I can't prove it. I mean, I could probably look it up and see. But also, Wiglet just has no health whatsoever. It is the definition of glass cannon, just like Diglett. It's water Diglett. It's just water Diglett. That one hurt. I don't want to just rage quit, but I don't have any idea of what else we can do tonight. That was my only plan. And when you lose the run that early on, I can't, there's not really anything else for you to do with it. Ah, because I've got a very hard cap. I only really have 2 hours to stream on weekdays because I have a 9 to 5, which means I have to get in bed. I have to make sure lunch is done for tomorrow. All that good stuff. I still have stuff I need to do, but man, I'm sorry for short stream today. I am sorry. Uh, I guess we'll do run 8 on Thursday. Um, I know the content has been kind of one note lately, and it might not be a note that you in particular enjoy. You viewer, I'm talking to. But I've just been really enjoying these because it's always very random what we pick up, and it's always very random how they do. And it's helping me learn a lot more about Pokemon I would never use. And it's just helping me enjoy the game a lot. It does hurt when we lose to stupid things like the Messagoza fight. Um, it does hurt, but I feel like I've learned a lot because of that fight. I feel like I've learned that Wiglet should make me cry. I feel like Hoppip should make me cry, you know? Um, like, it is so hard to get past that fight. It is so unreasonably hard. And if I get a Diglett, that fight is not even, it's not even noteworthy. Because all that Palmy knows how to do is Thundershock. That's his only move. So you could just send out a Diglett, and it'll just sit there, wailing on it till it dies. Not even notable. But if you mess up that grotto, like if you get it's 2 Mons, it's a 50-50 chance. And if you get the young goose, your goose is cooked. That fight becomes infinitely harder because practically guaranteed paralysis against a very hard-hitting Mon, and most of your catches up to this point are gonna be shit. That's just the truth of it. So it's just a hard place to be. I wish I had more for you. I'm gonna plan on for Thursday. I'm going to have a backup plan of something we could do in case we lose the run again. But we just haven't had this happen, really. So I don't have a plan for it. Anyway, we're gonna raid Lyrical. We're gonna raid Lyrical, and we're gonna say hi. And we're going to relate sad stories. Man, man. It was a fun run. We got some Mons we don't normally get, for all that's worth. I don't think for anyone who's wondering, I don't think I win that fight, even if I had taken the time to beat all the trainers that I could have and gotten a couple more levels for the weaker guys. I still don't think we win that fight. Wiglet's a one-shot no matter how you cut it because he's got a 10 stat in HP. 10. Young Goose just isn't helpful. Lechonk could have done a bit more damage, but I don't think it would have been enough damage. We only got Palmy down as low as we did because of a lucky crit. So yeah, I just don't think we really had a chance with that team to get past that fight. So anyway, we're gonna go raid Lyrical. And it will be ready here soon. Thanks everyone for coming by. I hope you all enjoyed whatever run 8 was. And I will see you all on Thursday. Man. Just man. You know what I mean? Wish that one had gone better, but we will come back on Thursday strong, and we will get good luck because we're going to take care of ourselves tonight. And Pokemon likes that. So let's go raid Lyric.